Hello Gemini, welcome to Essence Reflections Tarot. My name is Krista and this is your reading for the week of July 22nd to 29th, 2019. And it is for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, and they are falling out everywhere today, Gemini. So let's get to this reading. There is apparently lots to say. So in the physical, we have the Ten of Cups. In the emotional, the Hermit. And in the mental, the Page of Wands. And in the spiritual, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you have some dualities happening here, which, I mean, you're Gemini, so yes, obviously. So there are some things that are really not meshing for you this week and that kind of feel at odds with each other, in fact. You have a major shift both inward and a call outward. So it's like internally you have this, you're feeling this emotional draw to kind of go within and to be on your own and to kind of go to a place of quiet and just peace and tranquility where you can transcend all the noise and the hubbub that's going on around you, because there is a lot of noise and hubbub around you, and a place of really wanting to isolate yourself and to be alone, to kind of connect to your own hope and your own space. Yet at the same time, it's like in your physical world, you are surrounded by community and surrounded by family. And it's not a negative thing at all, but it's just, you just need this peace and this time to yourself. And so you are being called to kind of balance those two. But this inner draw, like, it's the only major arcana card that you have. The rest are minor arcana. So for you, that's the major pull right now, and it's a matter of how do you balance those, because you're also being called spiritually with the Ten of Pentacles. That's also kind of reaching the end of a cycle, but it's also in community as well. It's also in it. It's a different, with the cups, it's more of family, and with the Pentacles, it's more a broader community, a wider community than that. And it's like maybe your spiritual community has some calls and some demands on you right now that you're finding it difficult to bring yourself out of yourself in order to find the time and the space and the energy to meet those commitments perhaps that you have right now. I get the sense that this Hermit here is a contemplation and sort of a time to rest and rejuvenate and to gather your inner resources, because you have something really happening for you mentally. Kind of, it's still underground and still not, I mean, here, if it was in this position, I would say, yep, it's moving, it's going, you know what it is, it's solid. But with it in reverse, it's almost like it's still under wraps. It's almost in the gestation period. It's where you are really needing to have that time to yourself in order to allow it to really grow and to move into what it needs to become. And so there's just this kind of a tension happening, and really this doesn't necessarily need to be something that becomes stagnating for you or something that becomes harsh. With these different pulls in energy, if you are able to learn to kind of move with them and to have the flexibility to expand and contract as you need to, and if you're able to kind of find a cycle with it, that would be amazing. It's almost like you have this ability that you are learning and that maybe you've been able to apply in the past, but it's it's something that you're not as comfortable with anymore, and it's not it doesn't come as easily to you, but it's almost like it's a skill that you've kind of forgotten that you had, that you can apply, and that you can fit yourself to this situation, because you are big enough to expand, to encompass all of this duality. That is what you are here to learn, and that is one of your major goals in this lifetime, is to figure out how to live with the duality and how to really work with it in a way that is masterful and in a way that feeds you, because you are being called to go within right now, but also being in community and being with family, especially with that 10 of Cups, that also really feeds you. So really play this week with how to incorporate both and how to make space for both in your life. Thank you so much for being here. This looks actually quite exciting for you this week, Gemini. So thanks again, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.